The Atlanta Falcons don't believe in making things easy, but they do believe in putting on one hell of a grand finale. For the second straight week in a row and the third time this year, the Falcons were seemingly left for dead before a jaw-dropping last-minute comeback sealed the win. Somehow, this was the craziest one yet. Why? The Falcons allowed 24 points in the first half and were down 24-17 at halftime. They were down 27-20 heading into the fourth quarter, threw an interception on a 4th and long attempt, dealt with multiple missed or blocked Younghoe Koo field goal attempts, and saw penalties, drops, and execution errors crop up far too frequently. Yet they managed to drive into field goal range, where, despite an unreal delay of game penalty that backed them up 5 yards, Koo drilled one from 52 yards out to send the game to overtime. A fortunate coin flip, a couple of nice passes, and a 45-yard Kadarl Hodge touchdown catch and run later, they had won 36-30. This wasn't just the first game where the Falcons allowed more than 24 points on the day, it was also the first one where they scored more than 30. The fact that two things happened on the same night made for a more stressful evening, yes, but they also set the stage for the absolutely bonkers finish to the game. It also told us something about the adaptability and tenacity of this team, something we saw glimpses of in the Arthur Smith era and late Dan Quinn era, but never with any consistency. This winning is becoming a trend though, and the way the Falcons were able to shut down the Bucs offense after the half and keep the passing game humming is a testament to improvement from players and coaches alike. The ability to hang in until the very end when you have playmakers like Drake London, Bijan Robinson, Darnell Mooney, Kyle Pitts, and heroic Hodge backed by a quarterback like Kirk Cousins is no small thing. The ability to take an offense that is bludgeoning you to death and trade their club for a pillow mid-game isn't a small thing either. It added up to an improbable win against the Saints a week ago, and it created an opportunity for a win against the division-leading Buccaneers this week. A team as mistake-prone as the Falcons isn't going to win these kinds of games all the time. They tried to give this one away in a half-dozen interesting and infuriating ways, but a team that stops making those mistakes while playing like this could be among the NFC's best. I say that knowing full well that this team's largest issues, from the lack of pass rush to the concerning inability to find consistent success on the ground, are not easy or imminent fixes. There's just a lot to like here, and the Falcons coming out of an early stretch that features 2 AFC contenders and 3 NFC contenders, including a pair of divisional rivals, at 3-2 underscores that they have something to build on. The big if is whether the Falcons can stop shooting themselves in the foot so frequently. If they can even make modest strides there and tinker with their lineup to enhance the pass rush, optimism feels quite warranted. But I'm looking ahead to an uncertain tomorrow, and really, we ought to celebrate today. Now atop the NFC South with an undefeated 2-0 record against the division, and a chance to run that to 3-0 against the Panthers next week, Atlanta's sitting in an excellent spot for the rest of the season. That they did so against a Bucs team they've absorbed some rough losses against in recent years makes it a little sweeter, and that they did that in such thrilling fashion is worth its own celebration. The Falcons are fun again, and the Falcons might even be good again. That's a thought that ought to put a spring in your step on this Friday morning.